I don't know what the heck that was, but what is going on, folks? Chris Jardine here, Director of Live Content Services for Adler Park Baseball. It is Thursday, October 21st, 2021, and it is another episode of our wonderful Thursday night program this week in Perfect Team. Episode number 139. We are gathered here for the 139th time to celebrate cards with an extra E. I decided to go no hat today. I have a bit of a headache. I'll be honest. I have a bit of a headache. I'm a little under the weather. So no hat today. So you're just going to have to deal with that. You're all just going to have to deal with it. So I'm sorry. I know. I'm asking a lot. But I am very, very white today with my hair now, right? I have to turn my lights down a little bit so I don't look as bald. Luckily, I can do that. Why do I only have one light? Why is only one light working? Ah, that's the problem. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to lie. As we get completely off the rails right at the beginning of the stream. I have two Elgato key lights. And they're great. I love them. They're fantastic. They are way better than any other lighting solution I've ever had. The problem is, because the lights are connected through your Wi-Fi, sometimes they just don't work. Like, I literally have a button on the Stream Deck that I just hit and they turn off, right? And they turn on. But for some reason today, only this one is working. Which I did not notice until right now. Normally, this is the one that doesn't work, and this is the one that works. So, anyway, it's one of those things. But yeah, my lighting is having a moment. So, let's not worry too much about that. Let's see. We got all kinds of fun stuff happening. Again, we have our second batch of postseason content today. I know a lot of people are already looking forward to next week and Franchise Heroes 3 in what I'm sure. Guys, the volume is no different than it has been any other week. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I could turn it up a little bit, but I think people are going to be thinking that I'm yelling. But I haven't touched it. So, yeah. I know a lot of people are looking for next week. Geez. That's crazy. Some people say it's good. Some people say it's not good. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'll turn it up a bit, and then the people who say it was good can turn it down, and the people who are saying it was bad will now be able to hear appropriately. One of those things. When you have half the people that say it's good and half the people that say it's not good, I don't know what to do. One of those things. I turned it up a little bit, so those of you who said it was good, you might have to turn it down some. One thing we have for tonight is we have a whole swath of information surrounding we have a whole swath of information surrounding the Perfect Team Master Series and the concluding events that will be coming up here in the next couple weeks. Man, we're almost there. That's true. Nobody actually listens anyway. I don't know why everyone's complaining about the volume. Nobody pays any attention to what's happening. Everybody just looks at the pictures and moves on. Everybody just waits for Dishnet to post them in the Discord anyway. I mean, mine's on mute. Then how do you know what I'm saying? See, you guys gotta think. So, we have all kinds of information surrounding the Perfect Team Master Series. We're going to go through that now. There is a lot of information on the next 4 slides. I'm going to not spend a whole lot of time talking about them. I'm just going to go through them. It's pretty straightforward stuff. And yeah, we're going to go through with it. So let's talk about the play-in tournament. So the play-in tournament, for those of you who are not familiar, will take the teams that finish 31st through 38th in the 6 qualifying events. They will battle it out in a play-in event where the top 2 finishers will earn the final 2 spots. The final 2 spots in the finals, which, you know, definitely makes a whole lot of sense. What is happening? Oh, Kidneys is just being a dink. Okay. I thought that was a serious question. As you'll notice, this tournament will take place in prime time. The first sim is scheduled for 8 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, November 2nd. The tournament will become available 1 hour before. Obviously, we'll have the file available, a couple days in advance. I think the team is planning on a Saturday, Sunday window where they're going to get the tournament ready. But again, you'll have an hour from when the file comes up to when the first pitch is, same as you do with all of our other competitive events. As you can see, again, as the theme has been for the, they're best of 7s. Everything Master Series is best of 7. So they will be best of 7 series. As you can see, the format as the Master Series has been, you never know what it's going to be. The format for the play-in is live cards with a twist. Live cards only, 1921 settings, no designated hitter. It should be a blast. You cannot sign up for this. You had to qualify for this. This is not something you can sign up for. You can go over to our website, ootpdevelopments.com, and you can find the standings to see the 8 teams that qualified in this. Live coverage will happen right here on twitch.tv/OOTPdevelopments. Again, starting Tuesday, November 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it will be hosted by yours truly. So there you go. Yours truly will be hosting the play-in tournament. Again, right here on the channel, we will determine the final participants. Now, before I go to the next slide, I want to make sure it's the next slide so I don't hype it up too much. I want to get a little off track for a moment. Nobody has picked up on this, by the way. Who's yours truly? That would be you. I made some subtle references to one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Wizard. If you're not familiar with the movie The Wizard, I'm going to tell you all about it because it's going to make sense when we start talking about the finals. So one of the things, if you've never seen the movie The Wizard, it is a movie featuring Fred Savage, and he breaks his special needs brother out of whatever halfway house he was in, and they embark on a big, long journey to California so that he can play in a video game tournament. And it's basically, the TLDR of the movie is, it's one giant Nintendo advertisement. So it's literally one giant Nintendo advertisement in the whole movie. But the key thing of that movie and why it's important to what I'm about to say, the Power Glove, it's so bad. It's so bad. That is the line. At the end of the movie, the final game, the championship, is a game that nobody had ever played. And in America, this movie was actually the reveal of Super Mario Bros. 3. Nobody in America had ever seen Super Mario Bros. 3 until this movie. And it was the game that they played in the finals of the video game tournament. I know spoilers, but literally it's a 30-year-old movie and it's a Nintendo advertisement. So watch it anyway. It's still great. But I know you're saying to yourself, Chris, why does that matter? Why is that important at this juncture in time? Well, I have been keeping you guys on your toes for this Master Series since the moment it started. This has been up and down, all over the place. The reason why that movie is important is because for the finals of the Master Series, OOTP is coming to the Nintendo Switch. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God, I'm kidding. We are releasing a tournament format that has never been done. You can't practice it. You can't prepare for it. It literally has never, ever, 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 ever been done. Brand new, first time ever. If you want to be the master of Perfect Team, you're going to have to figure out how to navigate this event. Now, that event is an 1875 cap, but the minimum card value is a 60. We've never had a minimum card value above a 40 before. This is brand new, never before seen. You can't practice it. I've been keeping this secret for months and months and months and not telling anybody about it. This is a brand new thing that we have had. Actually was included in a previous patch, but we've been hiding it pretty good. So a brand new format that we will use. So some more information on the screen. All 32 teams who make the finals will receive an exclusive special edition card as a reward based on what place they finish. So there is a reward for 17 to 32nd, for 9 to 16th, for 5 to 8, for 3rd, 4th, for 2nd, and for 1st. I have some pictures of them on the next screen, so calm down there. Again, the first pitch for the finals will be at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, November 6th, on Saturday. That will be here at twitch.tv/OTP Developments. We have an all-star broadcast group that we will be bringing out to this thing. We're rolling out the red carpet. It's going to be fun. But again, the big news here, a brand new, never before seen format. Never before seen format of the min value in a cap tournament is a 60. So there you go. Should be fun. Again, the great part about the match, Tebow on the broadcast confirmed. Exactly. So here is the slate of rewards. Now, again, the ratings are not final, and we don't know which one's going to be for which slot just yet. The team is still working on those things. But these are the rewards that have been selected for the 2nd to 32nd place finishers. We have Peak across the board, Pud Galvin, Paul Molitor, Kid Nichols, Pie Trainer, and Mickey Welch. I don't hate Bob Uecker. I'm the reason Bob Uecker's in the game. I don't hate him. I love him. I just wanted to do something different for a format. So these are the rewards that will be handed out for 2nd to 32nd. Again, we're still working on the ratings and the exact placement to make sure that it makes sense, obviously. But again, these are exclusive rewards. Everybody who makes the finals will get one of these cards, and they will not be released anywhere else. They won't be available as tournament rewards. Beyond that, if you get one of these cards as a Master Series finalist, you will be, again, that'll be the only place they'll be given out, much like the PTCS rewards. So, for example, if Molitor ends up being the 2nd place card, you'll be the only person with a Paul Molitor, basically. It's one of those things. Guys, you can stop talking about the volume. I'm not touching it. You guys figure it out. And the final, the winner of this bad boy will get an exclusive top tier 1-of-1 version of the Wizard himself. Again, the Wizard theme, chat. I'm trying to tell a story with the Master Series. The Wizard, the format was inspired by the Wizard. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. Also, you will get one of these bad boys. I have one of them right here. This is the trophy that we have had made. To give you a comparison to the Perfect League trophy, for those of you who have seen that one in action, it is bigger, wider, heavier, girthier. There's the Perfect League trophy. And the Master Series trophy, that will be, you can see the mock-up of it on the screen there. I've got one of these bad boys actually in my possession. Thank you to the OOTP team for sending me one of these bad boys to put it on my desk. Christian Slater was in the Wizard. See, chat, You guys think I'm not about continuity, but the Wizard movie inspired the format, the reward inspired by the movie. This is art imitating life and imitating art, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to bust the meta. It's going to be one card. Only one person's going to have it. Literally one copy. One copy of this card is all that will exist. You can't build a meta on one card because only one person can have it. Somebody might quick sell it. Anyways, guys, I have to say, before we move on to the content set, I don't want to waste too much time because we're already 15 minutes past the hour here. I want to say, as the key person, as the person who literally wrote the plan for the Master Series and executed it, I will be the first person to admit the Master Series has been far from perfect. But it has been a lot of fun. I think it's been a great learning experience for us on a more continuity-based championship program. You know, again, there's definitely been some struggles and some things that could have been done better along the way, but overall, you know what? It's been a lot of fun. I've loved watching it unfold. I've loved planning out the formats. You can blame me for every one of those formats. They were all my idea. You can blame me all for every single one of them. And I guarantee the Master Series is definitely going to be something that we do again. We won't be showing any of the ratings. Again, there's a reason why it says ratings not final. I'm not going to show you ratings in progress. That's a waste of time for multiple reasons. But again, I want to thank all of you who if participated in it, who watched it, who supported it, who helped people build lineups. I know there's people who weren't in the tournaments that were providing advice, you know, to try and help people out. Again, I think it was much like, you know, one of the things we've talked about a lot as a team, is, you know, how competitive events can be more fun, more engaging, more rewarding. And you know what, just, you know what, I really look forward to not only forward to broadcasting these and seeing, you know, the Master Series conclude, but also where competitive events for OOTP are going to go in the future. We have a lot of great ideas for Perfect Team 23 and beyond to make it more engaging, more fun, a more strict qualifying process, but also something that's going to be more flexible, more people can participate. You know what? Again, I'm really thankful to you guys for, you know, how you guys have supported this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the play-in. I'm looking forward to the finals. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for that. Again, we couldn't do it without you, as always. If you guys missed it, we had a new PT hot drop earlier this week. This one dropped on Monday. It is Johnny Damon. Nice little low diamond Johnny Damon. I know some people reached out, and word on the street is people are enjoying it. It's a solid low diamond card. So there you go. You got some good contacts, some good avoid Ks, especially against the righties. And you got the good speed, the good stealing. Get some okay defense in left field again for a low diamond. Not bad. Solid, not bad. We have a new limited edition card this week, and that card is 1889 Ben Sanders. I mean, I love limited editions where the cards are just like, what? First of all, Ben Sanders does not have a fastball. He throws a curveball, a slider, and a changeup, which is great. Curveball, slider, changeup, 111 stamina, 54 contact, 90, 96, 92 against righties. Yeah. What an interesting piece of work Ben Sanders is from 1889. It's yeah. Change up from what? From the curveball and the slider. You know, he's got the 12-6 curveball, he's got the slider, and he's got the change piece. And yeah, you can play a little first, play a little left field, play a little right field. Man. Yeah. An interesting little card. And 96 movement, 92 control. Not nothing. Not nothing, right? That's not nothing. So tonight we have, again, the second part of our postseason drop. So we have 12 additional postseason cards and 3 additional mission rewards that we're going to be dropping, all of which will go live at 10 p.m. Eastern time at the top of the hour. Again, the missions will build on the initial missions. So the cards that were included in postseason 1 and 2 will also be included in postseason 3, 4, 5, in addition to the 12 cards that we are dropping tonight. So if you worked on postseason 1 and 2, you will already have a head start on postseason 3, 4, 5. At the end of the day, postseason 5 ends up being like the Johan Santana mission from trade deadline, right? You complete all the pieces up to it, everything counts towards it, right? So works out. So let's go in and let's see who we have for postseason part 2, and let's start it off with a 69 overall bronze, because why not? Sterling Hitchcock. Right? Why not start the night off with an OP bronze? And that OP bronze is Sterling Hitchcock. He was the 1998 NLCS MVP. He has a 1.76 career postseason ERA in 30 2/3 innings. Again, a lot of this card hinges on the 89 stuff against lefties. Overall, it's a 74, 61, 75, so not super great. But you do have pretty good peripherals against lefties with the 89, 64, 75. Very, very solid. Again, against righties, leaves a little something to be desired, but you definitely could probably get some run out of him at bronze. See, now, Veggie, this is the kind of things I need to know ahead of time. Right now, I did a lot of work on the wizard aspect of it, but I totally missed the idea of Sterling Silver. I hate my life now. You guys have ruined this whole day. I was having such a good day, and now I feel like I failed you guys. Yeah, it's one of those things. Sterling Hitchcock. Let's move on now to the silver category. We've got Bill Mazurovsky. A lot of people knew, everybody knew we were going to have Bill Mazurovsky, right? Walk-off home run in Game 7 of the 1960 World Series. A 2-time World Series champion. 79 silver here for Maz. The 2 big things that stick out on this card: great defense at a silver tier card, and some solid avoid Ks. 93 versus lefties, 76 versus righties. You get this very solid hitting card against lefties with the 75, 68, 58, 34, 93. And you get some really, really high-end defense on a silver card as well with the 92, 84, 42, 78. So a very, very solid. This is going to be very popular in silver tournaments. I expect it'll be very popular in Perfect Draft as well. Perfect Draft, again, for those of you who don't really get into it much, Perfect Draft is a great place to try to use some of these newer cards. You know, it's really, really kind of a fun environment where any given draft, you can pull one of these guys and see how he does for you in a small sample size tournament environment. Bill Mazurovsky. Next up, we got Lorenzo Cain. 81 goal Lorenzo Cain in the 2018 NLCS. Kind of went underrated, mostly because the Brewers got beat. But he slashed 303, 324, 424 with 10 hits, 3 runs, and 4 doubles for the Brew Crew. 81 gold. 91 contact versus lefties. 82 avoid Ks versus lefties. So solid. Solid hitting stats against lefties again. You figure only 2 points difference between Lorenzo Cain and Bill Mazurovsky. So hitting wise, you get more speed with Cain. Obviously, they play different positions. But if you're looking at it in a cap environment, will the Master Series cards be available in PD? No. The PTCS ones aren't available in PD, are they? Is like Frank Robinson available in Perfect Draft? I should know that answer, but it's been so long. Whatever we did, yeah. So if the PT, yeah, they'll follow the same rules as the PTCS rewards because they're in the same category of class. I kind of get the idea of people wanting to use them, but again, right? They're meant to be like they're exclusive for a reason. That may be something that we revisit, moving into Perfect Team 23. But one of the things we really talked about was, again, we wanted these cards to feel special and exclusive for the people that had them. That's the same reason why limited edition is not available in Perfect Draft, right? It's kind of a special bonus for, for the people who have those cards. Is it possible to pack Frank Robinson? No. The only way to get him was to win the PTCS. And we'll have different rewards for the fall PTCS, which we'll be revealing not next week. We might have to do a special reveal for those. Yeah, and maybe that's a good point. Again, I'm just giving you insight into our thinking, right? Maybe limited edition should be in Perfect Draft, but again, the thought behind it was we selected those cards to be a special limited quantity, and we wanted them to maintain as much of that special feeling as possible. Is that something we may look at changing? I mean, we've discussed it. I couldn't say for sure, which way we're going to go one way or the other, but it's one of those things where, again, we want those cards to feel special for the people that have them. Next up, we got Pujols. Pujols, famous for the 3-homer game in 2011. The third Frank, there'll be nothing done there. We're leaving that alone. Pujols got a base hit tonight too, proving why I got him in the set. This is 2011. Pujols. Again, big-time playoff performer, the 3-homer game. He ended up, I think, with 6 home runs in that postseason altogether. This is a mid-gold 85. 76 contact, 53 gap power, 88 power, 51 eye, 83 avoid case. Stronger against the lefties. 80, 63, 103, 43, 77. Brad Lidge got a card 2 weeks ago, Nicolino. You might want to keep up there, big guy. Come on, man. Come on. Pujols. Next up, somebody said Nelson Cruz. We got 2010 Nelson Cruz, who in the 2010 postseason, Nelson Cruz was a beast in multiple postseasons. 2010, 2011, but we went with 2010. I think we had 2011 last year. So in the spirit of trying to change it up a little bit. Again, this is not your mama's Nelson Cruz. A little bit less power, a little more defense back in these days. It wasn't just strictly a DH guy. I mean, you're talking 11 years ago. Nelson Cruz was a different guy. 19 hits, 6 homers, and 13 runs in the postseason for the Rangers that year. 94 contact, 77 gap power, 75 power, 51 eye, 79 avoid case. I had the team double check the fielding range. Man, his range was actually pretty good. Yeah, if only he had listened to his coaches. That's a whole other... You can't really account for that. Really going to hit well against really both sides, I guess. 91, 87, 65, 53, 79 against lefties. 95, 73, 78, 50, 79. Again, as Kurgan references, 17 bags that year, hence the 61 speed. A little bit of sprints of speed in there. A little bit of sprinks of speed in there as well. Nelson Cruz. Let's move on to low diamond Bob Lemon, who in the 1948 World Series was obviously the Clevelanders won. He was 2-0 with a 1.65 ERA. 87 stuff, 87 movement, 74 control. Much, much better against the righties. 97, 89, 73 with the 101 stamina. Ground baller as well. And a little bit of twig swinging in there as well. 53 contact, 64 power. Interesting. Did people not learn how to throw fastballs until the 60s? No. Some of them just didn't. Bob Lemon was a sinker guy. I know, the bunt's not great. Listen, I agree. Rock this. And technically a sinker is a fastball. It's just not a straight one. In fact, now you look, sinker's one of the primary pitches in baseball. Just one of those things, right? Next up, we're going to go to 96 Jermaine Dye, who was the 2005 World Series MVP for the Chicago White Sox, who won a World Series. I'm kidding. I know they won a World Series. They won multiple World Series. Jermaine Dye, 84 contact, 83 gap power, 100 power, 65 I, 59 avoid case. Again, another guy who earlier in his career, sneaky good defense. Right? Sneaky good defense on the Jermaine Dye when you start looking at his peaks. Sneaky good defense earlier in his career. Had a hose, had multiple double-digit assist seasons, if I remember correctly. Man, that White Sox 05 team was great. I remember, man, they had some really good talent on those teams. Against the lefties, 92, 78, 107, 77, 69. Solid. Dialed in for the playoffs. Rob Deere in the headlights never disappoints with his puns. Not to put pressure on him for future streams, but when I see Rob Deere in the headlights with a pun in the chat, it is 9 out of 10 or better every single time. I'm just stating facts, ladies and gentlemen. Facts. FACTS. Next up, we got Josh Beckett. 99 Diamond Josh Beckett, two-time World Series champion, 2003 World Series Most Valuable Player, 2007 ALCS Most Valuable Player. Man, big game Josh in the playoffs. Was huge for the Marlins in 2003. Was huge for the Red Sox in 2007. A wonderful. He was on the same team as Mike Lowell. Mike Lowell's teammate. I should change the text. Hang on. Can we change the text? You know what? We're not going to go through all the rigmarole of doing that. But I could if I wanted to. Mike Lowell's teammate, Josh Beckett. 101, 84, 89. Stronger against the righties. 103, 85, 89. Fastball, sinker, cutter, curveball, changeup. 84 stamina as well. I got the 61 sack bunt. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. His claim to fame. Mike Lowell's teammate. Ignore the 2 rings. The World Series MVP, the ALCS MVP. He was Mike Lowell's teammate. Facts. Next up, we got Luis Gonzalez. Somebody told me somebody said something negative about Luis Gonzalez earlier today, and I was very disappointed. Luis Gonzalez, obviously, his biggest postseasonal claim to fame was the walk-off broken bat looper over the infield that won the Arizona Diamondbacks the 2001 World Series. Maybe the only negative postseason memory Mariano Rivera has ever had. Really, really nice batting stats against the righties. 111, 66, 108, 94, 83. Positive thing about Gonzalez is we know he's not franchise hero 3. I mean, that is technically true. That is technically true. Maybe it's true. Maybe this is complete smokescreen. Maybe it's a complete smokescreen and we're going to go back-to-back weeks with Luis Gonzalez just as an epic troll. As an epic troll. I wasn't able to get, let me see if I can get a PL screenshot. My Steam has been down all day, which is problematic when you have a Steam game. Because I tried to pull it at like probably an hour before the stream and I couldn't get it. Let me see if I can get it now. We'll take a quick little break for station identification. What time is it? It is 10:35 Atlantic. We're good. Let me see. We might be able to get a little PEL update here if I can get the game open. Which, like I said, I've been having some difficulty with my Steam today. All right, we need the perfect link first. I guess I could just use the update page. Right? If I can't get it. Oh, no, look, there the game wants to work now. Sick. We're going to get it loaded up here. This should, if I go studio mode and gameplay. Yeah, okay, that works. Just give me a second here. We'll take, we will take, we will take a quick look at the PEL standings now that I can get the game open. No, my Steam's been just being weird today. And it seemed to be just me because I've talked to a lot of people and their Steam was fine all day. So let's take... No, not that one. Not off. There we go. So let's take a look at what's going on in PEL right now. As you can see, I mean, man, we got some separation in a few of these. 3 games, 7.5 games. The Cartier Cutthroats with 7.5 game lead in the Central. Copenhagen with a 6.5 game lead in the West. NorCal 3.5 game lead in the Kopax. You got a good battle between the Plutos and the Diamond City Tourists. 3.5 games back here. The Storm Kings 2.5 games up there. 2 games up for the Shens. And the expansion of the 6 game lead over the Blue Sox. We scroll down now to the wild card area. So right now on the AC side, we get the Big Sick, the Rockstars, the Aqua Sox, and the Matadors in the driver's seat. 1 game back are the Kitties. Then you got... So this is something we don't see. Normally we have a bunch, like 3, 4, 5 teams within like a game. But you got a little bit of separation here. 102 games in, we got 60 games to go, lots of sims, and it only takes an hour for these to tighten right up. So, but you do see a bit of separation here between the Kitties and the Irons and the Bronze. On the other side, wild. The Fury, the Corgis, and the Taurus, all 5 or more games ahead in the wild card right now. You got the Coronas right there at 51 and 49. Then you got a game and a half back to Tango. The Entropy a game and a half back. The President's a game and a half back. The Pit Vipers 2 games back. Again, another week of PEL where just anything can happen. Again, you really look right now, the team with the most wins has what, 62, 63? So nobody really pulling out with any sort of dominant week. And I mean, really, on the AC side, you have some teams that are really in trouble. But you look on the NC side, I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams battling for 4 wildcard spots. It's, man, and you have some teams that have been in this league for a very long time that are struggling. The Naperville Nomads have been in the probably, I would say, close to 10 years, 10 seasons, struggling down in a relegation position at the moment. So we will see how the rest of the week goes in the old PEL. The Puma is ready to pounce. Not quite Puma Day just yet, but the Puma is lurking, ladies and gentlemen. Beckett, Gonzalez. Next up, we've got Mad Bum. How do you have a postseason set without one of the best modern day postseason performers, Madison Bumgarner? 3-time World Series champion, 2010, 2012, 2014. In 2014, he was the NLCS and World Series MVP. He is 4-0 with a .25 career ERA in World Series games. 93 stop, 81 win, 96 control against the lefties. 187-98 control against lefties. Man, oh man, that control, he ain't walking nobody. He's walking no one. No one at all. No one should be scared of getting a walk. Get up there, get ready to swing. Next up, we got Bernie Williams. Again, Bernie Williams, a lot of people say Bernie Williams, just based on volume alone, was a good postseason performer. He played in a heck of a lot of postseason games. The all-time postseason leader in RBIs. I believe he's second in home runs. He's in the top 5 of like 8 other categories postseason-wise. But again, despite the quantity, he was still a very good postseason performer. You don't get to keep on a perennial playoff team unless you're actually showing up and playing in the playoffs. 190, 80, 75, 76. Against the lefties, you get the 105, 83, 86, 78, 81. You get some average defense and a little bit of sprints of speed in there as well for the old Bernie Williams. And last but not least, We have 3-time World Series champion and the owner of 35 career postseason hits, Bert Campaneris of the Oakland Athletics. Again, those Athletics teams of the early to mid 70s were absolutely insane. 3 World Series championships in that span. Campaneris, a key cog of those, along with Reggie Jackson, who, he has the name Mr. October for a reason. 92 contact, 84 gap power, 69 power, 75 I, 92 avoid Ks. Stronger against the lefties with 96, 91, 66, 78, 102. You get the 97 speed, 91 stealing, and solid defensive metrics there as well. The 102 range, the 91 air, the 100 arm, and the 110 turn double play. So Campaneris ends off our packable selection, I think. Let me double check. I feel like there may be one more. Nope. That was it. So Campaneris ends off our packable start. And man, the 10% threshold is real. It's not made up. It is the real deal, Holyfield. So let's get into our special edition mission cards. Hey, funny enough, we mentioned Reggie Jackson, and he appears. 5-time World Series champion Reggie Jackson, 2-time World Series MVP, 3-time World Series champion with Oakland, 2-time World Series champion with the Yankees, Mr. October, 3 homers in a World Series game. Man, the dude just cranked it up. The avoid K is rough. Well, funny enough, Reggie Jackson has struck out more than any other player in the history of baseball. So accurate. Literally has struck out more than anybody else ever. So, one of those things. But he got some good pop against the righties. 95 contact, 102 gap power, 127 power, 97 I. So not bad against the righties. Again, he's going to strike out a little bit, which Reggie Jackson did do. I got some speed in there as well at the 62. Not bad. Not bad. Next up, we have another outfielder. This time it's Kirby. Kirby Puckett. Everybody love. What a lovable guy Kirby Puckett was. 2-time World Series champion in 1987 American League Championship Series. MVP Kirby Puckett. 107 contact, 95 gap power, 80 power, 54 I, 82 avoid Ks. 114, 108, 92, 62, 84 against lefties. 104, 91, 77, 51, 81 against righties. You got a little bit of speed in there at 56 and some solid outfield defense as well. 102, 102, 104 with the outfield ratings. Man, Kirby Puckett was just such a fun player to watch on the ball field. It seemed like every time you watched a game, he would do something special. Like you didn't know what it was going to be from one week to the next, but it just seemed like every single week he did every single game he would make his mark somehow in that game with a great play. Great play with a great play or a key hit. Crazy. Always did something to. And last but not least, our final postseason mission card is Bob Gibson. 1964 and 1967 World Series MVP, the owner of a .889 career World Series whip, Bob Gibson. 122 stuff, 93 movement, 94 control, 112, 91, 94 against lefties, 131, 95, 94 against righties. Fastball, sinker, curveball, slider, changeup. Gibson, man, the dude was unhittable in the playoffs, except for to the tune of .889. Okay, maybe not completely unhittable, But not a great bunter. I agree. Not a great bunter, but was an absolute wild man on the mound. So there you have it, folks. The second set of postseason content. We have 12 brand new packable cards and 3 missions. Again, all of this will be going live in about 15 minutes time at the top of the hour, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, should be a lot of fun. Are these 3 cards needed for franchise here? Again, so just so reiterate, guys, when you guys look at the mission screen, if the category of the mission is miscellaneous, the rewards are not going to be used anywhere else. Right? I know I've said that many times, but if you look at the category of the mission and it says miscellaneous, if it's in the, and you can filter, I think, to the miscellaneous category. Any of those rewards are not part of the Franchise Heroes program. So you're good to do whatever you like with them. Yeah. And again, if you're in the Discord and you're in the content or the mission channel, the Franchise Hero 3 path, which is finalized now, is pinned in those channels in graphical form to show you the 5 cards that you will need. The 5 cards that you need will be the Franchise Hero 1, Franchise Hero 2, the Prime Performer, the Team Mission 3, and the Selects rewards. Those are the 5 cards you need. Yeah. So there you go. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of This Week in Perfect Team. Thank you guys so much for coming by and making it yet another awesome Thursday. I know everybody is tempering their excitement for next week. I am, technically, this is like part 2 of the drop, but like the missions up there will be part 3, part 4, part 5 when you see them in the game. But yeah, I know everybody's geared up for next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait as we put a big giant bow on Franchise Heroes program. I will say too, we are shuffling around some of our content from November. There will be some changes to the schedule. Not that we put the schedule out there, but we've added something new that's going to be thrown in there. So November's content schedule, I know I had previously been talking about a really big release the week after Franchise Heroes. That is actually going to be postponed until later in November because we're going to be squeezing something a little different in there in early November. So we're going to be juggling around the content schedule. We'll have more information on that after Franchise Heroes stream next week. But again, Franchise Heroes is not the end. We have a lot of great fun stuff. We have November, December, January. We have all kinds of fun stuff planned. We have all kinds of great stuff left in the can for after that as well. But like I said, I know a lot of people had been looking forward to that big set that I said was going to be on November 4th. That is actually going to be postponed until later in November. Still happening. We're just shuffling things around for something new that we're going to be adding in. If you like the stream, make sure you hit the follow button down below. Again, every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here at twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. We're live. I can't wait. Next week's going to be a big one. Make sure you follow us all over the internet as well. Twitter.com/OOTP Perfect Team, Twitter.com/OOTP Baseball, OOTPDevelopments.com, or forums.OOTPDevelopments.com, Facebook.com/OOTP Baseball, and the Discord, discord.gg/OOTP. Guys, as always, I have been Chris Jardine, Director of Live Content Services for Out of the Park Baseball. And until next time, keep swinging for the fences.